It's Elizabeth here, Purpose and Beyond. Welcome back to the channel and to my space. Listen, before I get into this week's video, I want to ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's still my goal this year to increase my subscribers. So yeah, help me out and subscribe to the channel and click that like button. It will help push my videos out. So this week, guys, I am back. I just returned last Friday. Today is Friday evening. I just returned last Friday from my 15-night cruise to Japan, or let's say from Japan back to Seattle. I flew to Japan ahead of the cruise, spent like a day and a half, so to speak, there, and was able to do an excursion around Tokyo area before boarding my ship. The next day, had a couple of days of excursions. One of our ports was canceled due to some travel restriction for speed limitations per the cruise line. I think it had something to do with, there was something wrong with the ship and they actually could not sail very fast. However, we did make it back to Seattle like 4 hours ahead of schedule, which was great because of all the issues that we had to go through with customs once we arrived back in Seattle, that whole thing. So I was able to get off there. You'll see the video. I've kind of mixed in some videos and pictures from each site. I tried to keep all of that together. And then also you will see there are some ports where I had to voice over because of noise and because of being considerate of anyone around in the area. So guys, yeah, it's still part of my 60th birthday celebration. If you remember from my last video, I will be celebrating my 60th birthday all year long. So this was part of my 60th birthday celebration. And next month, I have another cruise. I know what you're thinking. Well, you stay on the water, let some of my family tell it. But no, I had several cruises planned for this year. And next year, though, guys, I really am planning to settle down with the cruises. If I take a cruise, I don't know, it may just be one, but one cruise next year. Other than that, I am planning just to really enjoy the Pacific Northwest next year. There is so much to do and see here. So next year, I'm planning just to do like staycations around my own state because there's so much beautiful venues to visit and things to do all around nature, which I love. And so I'm hoping to do more of that. Now I do have an Alaskan cruise coming up next month, but I have family coming in town. We're going to do that together, and I'll do a couple of days of the Seattle sites for them. Taking them to Mount Rainier and then going around and seeing local sites, maybe Snoqualmie Falls, and then coming back after the cruise, we'll just do downtown, the new waterfront area, and Pike's Place again, which you'll get to see a little bit of in this video. I probably will not video that when they come to town because all of that I've already done before. I may not even, I don't know if I'll even take my video camera this time because how many times have I done Alaska, and I've done several, I'm going to the same ports, and I've done video on all of those before. So I may just really just take in the scenery and enjoy the vacation without having to vlog. But anyway, guys, I have been gone. I'm back. I had a wonderful time. Of course, I enjoy cruising. Oh, and I made it to the next level. So I am what I say loyal to royal. And so I am now a member of the Diamond Plus Club. So that has a lot of status and privilege. I'm excited I made it to that level. But yeah, anyways, guys, I had a wonderful time in Japan, and I'll share the video of the area where I was staying as well as the excursions that I did. I hope you enjoy it. It's quite a long video. Sorry for that, but I just didn't want to break it up into two parts. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again soon if the Lord says the same. Bye. So guys, for a portion of the video, I will be doing a voiceover because I didn't want to disturb other passengers on the plane, as well as because of sound quality if there was a lot of background noise. So right here, this is on our flight to Japan. I happen to have caught this wonderful shot of the setting sun. Now, this window is tinted. It's one of those electronic tinted windows. You're able to just push the button and it will tint the window. But I did catch that wonderful shot of the sun setting in the skylight. It was a great shot. The flight was about 10 to 11 hours. It was a very comfortable flight on an airline that I wasn't familiar with, but nevertheless, it was a great flight. Excuse me. And so just like that, we landed in Tokyo, and I just wanted to get a shot of landing in the Tokyo airport, but it was really seamless, straight flight. I was able to take a nap, so no worries at all. Did you see the mountain over there with the sun? Did you get a picture?
Did you get a picture?
Yeah.
It was a little too far for me.
Too far? With your camera?
Yeah, I mean, the weight of the wing, because I was over the wing.
Oh, I see. You were kind of far back and couldn't sit up. I don't see one sign that says baggage claim. Folks coming from everywhere. Good morning, guys. So I am out this morning getting ready to go on our excursion for today. Going to be headed to Mount Fuji, but before that I'm going to go pick up something for breakfast, and thought I would take this time to kind of just show this shopping area. So we're in the Ginza area in Tokyo, and this area is supposed to be really famous for shopping, ergo Harry Winston. So this is I'm walking this area this morning just to kind of show you the retail that they have here. And so of course here's Jimmy Choo. So this is a designer shopping area. There's Jimmy Choo. Something I'm not familiar with called Bathing Ape, and there's Boucheron. So this whole street is just lined with designer high-end shops. I bet folks are feeling some kind of way now that China's revealing all the secrets they have out, but some of these I'm not familiar with. However, there's Tiffany and Company. And here is Cartier. And so the whole street is just lined with designer shops down the entire block. And here is Chanel. I'm hurrying across the street. And Rolex. The Cartier building. Wow. Chanel, Rolex. This is where we're meeting for the excursion, and this is a shopping mall, but they're not open right now. This is where we're supposed to meet for the excursion, so I'm gonna walk around, go and get Starbucks, some protein. Van Cleef and Arpels. Now I may not get to walk the whole block, but even further down as I walked last night, there's even a Furla. Oh, there it is right there. Furla with leather bags, and I happen to have bought a couple of Furla bags last year when I went on my cruise for a really great price, so I probably won't be buying any more this year. Those are cute. Love that scarf. Are you going on an excursion?
To Mount Fuji.
Yes.
Yes.
You're gonna, okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure. We were walking last night, making sure we found the right place.
God.
Did you come out to try to find the right place yesterday?
Yeah, since like I think maybe 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Trying to find it.
Round and round, round and round.
Well, right. Weren't the instructions kind of like
it was all over the place because
Yeah.
they said exit 13,
which is
which is still that, but we figured it out. It's exit 13 coming this way.
Coming this way.
And entrance is this way.
Right. So we walked last night. It's like I don't play with them. I have to go find my place at night and know where I'm supposed to be.
That's what we did. I haven't slept.
Poor thing. Well, when we get to the mountain, you'll feel a lot better. I'm going to go get some coffee.
Go ahead.
I'll be back. That's awesome. So then there's Furla, Hublot. I think they sell those. I think it's watches. They sell that on the cruise. And here's Louis Vuitton. Louis. Actually, you know what? There's like Michael Kors. You can see all of the designer shops. So this area is like high dollar retail. Just wanted to show you guys
kind of the area where we're staying, and this is like right around the corner from our hotel. Now, I cannot say the same for our hotel. I am really disappointed in the hotel because the pictures that they posted, no. Oh great, here's Starbucks. So I'm gonna go into Starbucks, grab something, coffee, hopefully, and go stand and wait with the rest of the folks. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like hopefully it's open. Oh my gosh, they do not open till 7. And our tour group is supposed to meet at 7:20. 7 or 7:20. Thank God we went over that cigarette smoke. But yeah, guys, I just wanted you guys to see this area. This is where I'm staying in the Ginza district of Tokyo. And I did have some great food last night from a little restaurant that was there in the neighborhood right across from the hotel. It was really good. Just a little hole in the wall, but the food was really great. So depending on if I don't eat today, if I'm out, I may just come back there and get something else to eat. What is this called? Neil's Yard Remedies. Hair shampoo, hair mask. I'm not buying any cosmetics, although, you know, this is the place to do it for. It's a Kiehl's shop. This is the place to do it for facial cosmetics. Alright, so after looking, this is such a high-end area. I wanted to do some souvenirs, so I'm probably not going to have to worry about shopping around in this area. I'll just wait until we get to the other ports, and that way I can just get to the cruise terminal early tomorrow. So, alright guys, I'll come back a little bit later.
So, guys, this was our excursion for day 1. We were going to Mount Fuji. We were doing a Japanese garden in Ashino, cable car in Mount Hakone, as well as a river cruise, and then ending the day by taking the bullet train back to Tokyo. Those were the excursions that I'd planned for day 1.
Sto vedendo se trovo la nostra guida. Devo capire dove che
Darn it. It's gone.
See, now we're going away from the bread.
Is it here, maybe?
Oh, yeah, right here.
So it's trying to get a picture of Mount Fuji before the clouds roll back in, but it's like hit or miss coming in and going out. So wasn't able to get it before it went out. I will attempt this picture anyway. Let's see. Nope, it's too late. So I'm here up at Mount Fuji and trying to get pictures before the sun. The clouds keep rolling in and out. It's misting a little bit, but wasn't able to get it. So, oh well. They still have a little snow up.
You knew where that one was.
Just press the button. So there's hot and cold and tea and water. The bottom is water, hot or cold.
It was horrible. Okay, guys, that was supposed to be lunch. That was horrible. So I'm just going to take some time and walk out in the gardens because that was a waste of money. 3,000 yen for that lunch. That was horrible. So we're just going to take some time, walk out in the garden, take pictures. That's pretty. This is their Japanese garden, but this one is really small. Really small. Oh, there's some koi fish in here. Oh, that's fake. Got me. This is a small garden. It's horrible. Can't see that. Japanese, the cherry blossoms or petals are about to fall off, so not much left. I think I want this right here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So, guys, here I am at the Japanese garden. I just finished the meal that I was eating. You saw what I was eating. I was so disappointed that I had, gotten the lunch because I originally did not do that. So I left early, went out on the grounds, and just wanted to get some shots and walk around the gardens. I was disappointed with that too, I have to say, because we have Japanese gardens here that are just amazing. Did get a few more shots of the blooming cherry blossoms. There were still cherry blossoms blooming in some areas, not too much here. They were starting to fall off here. This was still in southern uh, Japan, and so as we went further north, it was like had just started blooming. And so, guys, here I am on the cable car at Mount Hakone. Now, the visibility, as you'll see in the picture, it was so poor this day. You could hardly see anything. We really could have skipped this excursion. But, hey, it was on the list or the itinerary for the day. And he just thought, well, we're going to do it since it's on the list. Now, there were other tour groups. They actually got on the cable car, went up to the top, turned around, and went back down the mountain. And then we also after this, we're going to do a river cruise ride at Lake Ashley. I did not get any video of taking that river cruise ride. It was such a short boat ride. It took us from one side of the lake to the other side where we were able to meet up with our tour bus again to go on, because our next place was going to be doing the bullet train, and that was our last thing for the day. It was a full day. I will say it was a full day, but I was disappointed with the mountains. Mount Fuji, I was like, Mount Fuji is like the foothills in Washington. I was like, they call this a mountain, but hey, that's fine. It was a wonderful experience, I will say. And then after we left the cable car, it was time to head to the train station to go and catch the bullet train. And we were catching that back into the Tokyo area, back where our hotel was. And it was so funny because we had these maps to try to give us directions to get back to our hotel. But I promise you, I thought I could read a map, but I was so shocked at the fact how turned around I was, and I could not read that map to get back to the hotel. It was in English, and just following directions. It was really funny. The other thing I'll say about the train system here, oh my gosh, trying to figure out which train to take to get back to your location, it was not that easy. I needed a little bit more time to figure out their system. I've done New York, I've done Chicago, I've done Paris, I've done Rome, I've done Spain subway systems, and was very, quickly adaptable to be able to figure out the transportation and how to ride the line to get to and from my destinations. But the Tokyo train station, yeah, this was no joke. And it actually, the one where the from the bullet train, it was no joke. And so here we are, just disembarking the bus and preparing to go and catch our ride on the bullet train. That's our tour guide. He was a really sweet guy, except with regard to time and being on schedule. We almost got left because somebody was too busy taking pictures and almost didn't make it back to the bus. And the guy was getting ready to leave. He was giving me instructions about how to catch the next bus and get on the next bus because he didn't want to get off schedule. So understandably, they get ratings or markings if they don't stay on schedule because they have other people on the bus. So here we are going to the train station to go and catch our train. And so, guys, here I am on the platform standing and waiting to board the train, the bullet train. I was so excited to be able to do this as part of my excursions and activities while in Tokyo.
Okay, guys, this is me leaving my room. I did not do a tour of my room. This is my room at the hotel, the APA Hotel in Ginza, Kiyobashi. I did not do a tour of my room. Let me go back out so you can get all right. Door, you walk in, come in, here's a mirror, this space, and I'm panning around and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're at the bed. Here's the bed. This is for a single person. Television, little desk station area, refrigerator, house shoes to be able to use. This is the size of this room that I was staying in for the couple of days ahead of the cruise. And this is the bathroom. Look at the little bitty, let's turn on the light. Look at the little bitty bathtub. They give you all these little amenities here, but y'all, this is smaller than my cruise cabin is going to be. You hear me? This is smaller than what my cruise cabin is going to be. So I am getting ready right now to go down and check out to get a cab, because the front desk person was saying it's better to leave early because you never know what the traffic is going to be like. I have like a 12 o'clock check-in at the cruise line, which is kind of early. That's kind of early. And I'm like, that's fine because, I'll just stand around. At least I'll be there early so I can get on at the earliest time for my embarkation time. But yeah, I had to let you guys see this room. This was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let me stand back. I want to get a couple pictures. This way, all directions. You know what? I'm going to do all those over. Here. Here.
And so, guys, here we are once again. This was the time to board the ship, preparing to embark on this 15-day crossing from Tokyo, Japan, back to Seattle. I'm always excited when it's time to board the cruise ship. We taken a cab from the hotel to get to the port this particular day, and it was over like $100. It ended up being like 100 and I don't know, $19, $20, something like that to get. It was like 13,000 yen, which I do think was overpriced. I do think they overpriced us because it was not that far from where we were to get to the port, and there was no traffic that day. So, but his meter was just like really running. And what are you going to do? So we had to just bite the bullet and go ahead and pay him whatever it took to be able to start this extended vacation and board the ship. And I'm always like, hey, once I get on the ship, there are no more worries because everything is already paid for. At that point, I was not going to have to worry about anything. My excursions at the additional ports where we would stop, that was already taken care of. So I was not going to have to worry about that. My meals, everything was going to be taken care of. You know, there's complimentary meals when you go on the ship at the main dining hall, as well as other restaurants around the ship. But, you know, I like to eat at the specialty restaurants. So I had prepaid for dining at the specialty restaurants. And because of the level member that I am, at the time of this sailing, I was a diamond member. So I got a lot more perks as a diamond member. There was a diamond lounge where I could go in and have, you know, coffee and snacks every day, where there was a continental breakfast or snacks throughout the day, as well as other perks. But I just particularly like having the benefits that I get, as well as I get 5 vouchers every single day. It starts over and I get 5 vouchers, or is it 4? No, I get 4 vouchers for drinks every day, whether that's, you know, soda, whether it's bottles of water, or whether it's alcoholic beverages or whatever. I get 4 vouchers every day to be able to use during the cruise. And so, I was so excited because everything was over with now, and I was ready to get on the cruise and start relaxing and just enjoying being on the cruise and, of course, being on the water. And there you just saw I was getting on the elevator, and there were some other folks. Those other folks happened to be from Texas, and we're all getting on the elevator to head to our rooms. My room was at the forward part of the ship, and so forward on the port side. My room was on forward port side for this particular sailing, and then I just wanted to go and open up the balcony door and stand out and just kind of look out over Yokohama, because that's where the port was, Yokohama, Japan, before we sailed. And I thought that bridge was really nice. That was a really nice bridge. It kind of reminded me of the bridge for an excursion that you'll see coming up. The way they designed, kind of a consistent way they designed the bridges. And you can see that my room was right under and right close to the captain's, you know, area, that little piece hanging off. That's where the, you know, the captain is, you know, steering the ship at the front of the ship. But I particularly like the front of the ship because I like to feel more of the waves in the ocean, you know, when when the ship is in movement. There's my room. I ordered some water from my room, and I drank those. So guys, once again, I will be doing voiceovers for part of the video. And so this was the first day of excursion after embarkation on the cruise. And this particular day, we were in Aomori, Japan, and had an excursion planned for the entire day. We were going to the Tengasen Bridge, Tokuyama Shrine, Aomori for shopping, but we were also going to go to Nara Yoshitoma's a little artist museum that was dedicated to him. He was like a famous artist, and they created a little museum in homage to him. So we were going to be visiting that for this particular day. Now, here I am at the Tengasen Bridge. Well, this was the first stop on our excursion for the day. And I am, of course, I'm doing the voiceover because the wind was high. So I wanted to do voiceover so you wouldn't hear all that wind rustling in the mic. Now, as you can see, we have traveled a little bit further north. Well, you can't see that, but we traveled a little further north from Tokyo to Aomori. So here, as I was saying, in the first part of the video was that the cherry blossoms, as we travel north, they were fuller because it seemed like they bloomed later than the other cherry blossoms. The others in like Tokyo, they were about to fall off. But here, the cherry blossoms were still in full bloom and they were beautiful. It was just beautiful to see all of those cherry blossoms and walking through all of them. And so here I'm just taking a stroll on this bridge. Now, this is the Tengensen Bridge. And the idea behind this bridge is that it's a wooden bridge, but it is supposed to be the longest bridge in Japan. And so I like the design of it. If you remember from the cruise ship, when I stood out on my balcony, I was saying how that bridge reminded me of this bridge, the way it dipped and the way it was made. And so this bridge just goes up and down and up and down, but it is very, very long. And I did not walk all the way to the end, but I definitely walked maybe halfway through, and then I just turned around to take shots and to just take in all of the views. I definitely wanted to turn around and get an excellent view of those cherry blossoms from the different angle. And then, excuse me, just a little bit later, you can see here I'm taking a picture, and just a little bit later, there's a great shot of the mountain and Mount Amori, which is just peeking up over those cherry blossoms. Yeah, so I just wanted to stop here and take photos. You can see those cherry blossoms, how they just line there. It was so beautiful. But I will say again, I have been so amazed. And yes, there's the mountain peeking up over the cherry blossoms. I have been so amazed at the mountains. And, I guess I'm spoiled, I'll say, with Mount Rainier. I guess I'll say that I'm spoiled with Mount Rainier when I go to Japan and I look at the mountains, because there were like 3 mountains that, we saw in each of the different places where we went. But their mountains, again, they remind me of like the foothills in Washington, the foothills that are around or before we get to the actual mountains here, Mount Rainier, Mount St. Helens, Mount Baker. But yeah, I was really enjoying those cherry blossoms and just the view and looking out over the water. And I did stop several times to try to just get photos. But anyway, just enjoy this view. So guys, this was our second stop of the day. This was the Takayama Shrine. And here I wanted you guys to see these steps we had to climb up in order to get to the next level. And then we had to turn around and go back down the hill to get this another section that you're going to see a little bit later. It's a beautiful gardens. And I just enjoyed walking around in that garden, taking a lot of photos, and you'll see that coming up toward the end. And I've just kind of mixed in photos with the video. So here I just wanted to kind of show we had climbed up the top, took the stairs. There was more like a ramp path we could have taken, but I was trying to get a little bit of exercise in and took the stairs this day. This was the shrine still in Amori, Japan, and this was the second stop. And I tell you, once I get to this garden area, you're going to see it is such a really beautiful area. And it did have like some temples in there where people pray and you go and, I don't know, do some kind of Buddhist worship or, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. but yeah, worshiping other gods. And so I just enjoyed walking around the garden area. Thankfully, it was a really nice day. It was not cold outside this day, and we were able to enjoy just the beautiful walk around the grounds. And if I tell you truly, that garden area was just amazing, just amazing. And then you'll see all of these little, I forget what they call them, little, there's just a whole lot of them, arches. That's not what it's called, but it was just a ton of these little arches. You'll see once I start to go down the path, you'll see there's just a lot of these arches. And later on coming up, there is a better shot of the stairs. I was able to get a shot of the stairs when it was practically empty, where there was no one. You can see a little bit here. If you look down, you can see a little bit, but I decided to take this other path. Instead of taking the stairs down, I took the little path that's more accessible as opposed to taking the stairs down. And at the end, I took that path coming back up as well. But yeah, so it was a beautiful day, and it wasn't raining. It was supposed to be raining, but at this particular time, it was not raining. So we were able to get out. Other people were talking about how cold it was. They even said that up at, when we were at Mount Fuji, they were talking about how cold it was. It was not cold to me at all. It wasn't cold to me at all. And I think I had on like a jacket, but I, like as part of my warm-up suit or something, and I had my other jacket tied around my waist. Now here's the shot of the mountain.
Yeah, I'm going down that way. It's steep though. Oh, okay. No, it's not. Okay. Picture this. Oh, there's a big one right there.
Is it like chalk or what is it?
I have no idea.
This is a massive.
Ooh, that's a pretty one right there. If you could dig that out. That's a bunch of them right there. That's what you're talking about?
And so, guys, here was our third stop for today. This was the Narayashitama Museum. I didn't want to go see that, so I went inside this little shop here, tried to do some souvenir shopping. And I don't know what it is, but I just had the most difficult time trying to find souvenirs. I was able to buy some chopsticks in this little store. It was like a market, but they also had some souvenirs in there. I think I even got like some free seasonings or something that I brought back. I think it was like a seaweed seasoning that I brought back. Have to find a way, for some reason to use that. But there was this little artist festival that was going on outside. You'll see them with their costumes and whatnot on. So I was just videoing that. My friend, who's an excellent photographer, she went into the museum. That was of interest to her. And I just wanted to walk around, still trying to find souvenirs. And then coming up, you'll see this shot. Guys, when's the last time you've seen a phone booth? This was right in the neighborhood. And then there was this place called Texas Entertainment Rising. Yeah, in Amori, Japan. Go figure. That was really interesting to see this little entertainment place. And so the last stop of the day, we were going downtown Amori.
Where's the market? Oh, for here? Yeah. Oh, okay. And so we have to find our way back. Oh, this is
From here to the terminal because if not too far, I want to spend more time here and then go back by myself later.
Yeah, we're here till 9.
Yeah,
You may walk there back to the ship.
I'm not sure because the 25 bus. Because it's on the station. It just has the station. I'm wondering, I think the bus.
Like 7 hours?
tour was 7 hours from 9. The meeting time was 8:30. That's 7:30. 3:40 against 3:40. Yeah, but we should go back to the bus at 3:50.
Oh, cool. You didn't call it
Yes. Sorry, guys.
What?
It's all good. Not a great tour. And that's the on this that way. And the
Let's remember how we got here, okay? Forgot to look at the street. Yeah.
And so, guys, this was the third day of excursions. And this day we were going to Hakata, Japan. And on the agenda for today was do the Katsuntuen Memorial Park. They had the oldest tea house in Hakata. You'll see a picture of that coming up. We were going to a tropical garden that had hot tubbing monkeys and a foot bath. You'll see me getting to enjoy that a little bit later on. And then we were going to the red brick shopping mall. It was kind of on the waterfront. And then I happened to have purchased, I like to purchase things when I travel. So things that I'm going to use. I don't like to bring back the kind of souvenirs that are just going to be sitting around the house. I wanted to bring something that I would actually use.
front, open front time to time. If it didn't have open information.
That's a different group anyway.
Traditional house of the Japanese. Enjoy nature, try to nature, even with the time. To feel the Zen, the transfer in their
Okay.
in their heart.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
They take the tea. Very gentle. And have to drink, have a
Yeah, right there. Let's go right there. Oh, this is it right here. Right here. Maybe.
I know. I'm gonna take pictures with. Okay. Take a picture right now. That's nice. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Just a minute. There you go.
Okay.
That's pretty.
And so now we are at this tropical garden with the hot tubbing monkeys and the foot bath, which there was another one, foot bath, that was on the list for us to visit. But I was like, this is right like at a bus stop with all of like these public people. I'm not trying to do a foot bath like right at a bus stop. And so there was another foot bath, hot water at this garden here. And outside were these monkeys in the hot tub. And they were so funny just to watch how human-like these monkeys behave. It's so funny. And I remember these type of monkeys when I was at Gibraltar, United Kingdom, several years ago.
Oh, my feet are swollen.
What's the purpose of these?
Purpose. Let me check. They have some introduction. Everything they have different purpose. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, your toes are cute. Yeah.
Calcium.
So you met the requirement.
Ooh la la. I like. Ooh, nice. That's so hot. That's perfect. Feel like you're in a whirlpool.
And so here is coming up is the Red Brick Shopping Mall. This is where we were doing a little shopping. I found a couple of nice outfits to be able to wear. This was a little shot I took outside of the shopping area. And then just me walking, getting ready to go into the area to do a little shopping. And I was able to, like I said, find a couple of nice things, and you'll see those later. I'll point those out with the pictures a little bit later on.
That's cute. There's some cute stuff in here. I'm liking that turquoise. Black and white. Really? It's having a sale? Cute, cute, cute. Something in here is going home with me.
I know.
I don't need any silk scarves. No.
You're not a polka dot fan?
Not too much. Not too much. Let's see. What's in here? Hey, what's in here? What's in there? What's in there?
Beauty.
Yeah, but it's too little. Too little. What? That's cute. Huh?
Let him know that I have something tax-free. If they ask. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Oh, this is cute. I wish I could wear this. This is cute. What size is it? It's too little for me, I'm sure. This, you know how they make. Oh, that's 13. This is cute. Now you know that's gonna fit my big behind. It's not gonna be baggy like that. Let me see. Oh, I'll have a little bit of room. Maybe it'll just fit. That's cute. That's cute. Let me see. It's cute. Oh, this is cute. With the sleeves on it. I love that. I think this is kind of a jacket. Yeah. Can be used for a jacket. It's not for you, it's for me. It's for me. Can be used for a jacket. This is not too big. And you wear little leggings or whatever up under it. Let's see, whatever yen I have, I need to spend it. Because I don't want to be taking it back.
Oh, this is.
That's my color. Blue. She's got some.
That's what I want.
Give me another dress. That's pretty. But that looks like it's too little across the top for me. Actually gave her a good idea for that top. I should have kept that idea for myself. That's cute. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
Oh, this is what you got. Oh,
This
no,
is
short.
cute. That won't fit. This one's cute. Buttons all the way down. Oh, that's cute. What's going on with this? I think I'll try this one on too. Try these on. Try those on. And it's got a skirt to go to it. But that's too much. Huh? Read up on what?
Oh, I'm talking.
Oh, these are thick. Those are for the winter time.
They're close to winter?
No, those pants. These right here. Those are nice. Oh, now those are cute. With the top. It's different. It's cute. Okay, let's see. Black. It was black.
Oh, but it's shorter.
Oh, is it?
これもトライ
Uh-huh.
OK
So sorry.
はい、セオリーありがとう Thank you
Sorry. Okay.
はい
Um.
OK どうぞ
Okay. Maybe she has some more colors. I have a place to put this stuff.
So guys, these were some little dogs that these owners kept trying to take a picture of. It was so funny to see all of them dressed up in their little outfits and the owners trying to take pictures of them. So after we left that, it was time to head back to Seattle.
Hey guys, I just came out real quick out on my balcony. We're getting closer in, actually heading more toward Canada because there was a passenger who got sick. But I just happened to see that cargo ship going there and just wondering, coming from Canada, thinking about the tariffs. Where's that cargo ship going? Looks like they're going the direction we just came from. Yeah, cargo ship, and we're actually in and around near Canada on our way back to Seattle. We'll be there back in Seattle tomorrow morning ahead of schedule. But I just thought that was interesting. We had a passenger that got really sick. He needs a blood transfusion. So we are headed in a little bit slight different direction to meet a cutter that's going to pick him up.
And so guys, we arrived back in Seattle actually on that Thursday, but you did not have to get off the ship if you didn't want to. You could stay over the next night, with disembarkation day was actually on the 9th. So that's what I did. I got on the ship acting like a tourist, and I got off the ship, went to Pike's Place like I was a tourist like everyone else. I was able to go down and pick up some tea that I love, that I was about to run out of this wonderful tea that I love to get. And I was just about out. So I was like, while I'm down here, I'm going to go down to Pike's Place, pick up my tea. And then I was also about to run out of olive oil. So I went to this Italian store that I like to go to pick up my olive oil. And so I just decided to take the opportunity to go downtown to Pike's Place, act like I was a tourist, go down and do some shopping. And then the other thing was that I also had a dinner for one of my specialty restaurants also that night. So I was like, no, I'm definitely going to go back on the ship and stay overnight on the ship and get off the ship the next morning because I had a reservation at the specialty restaurant. And so that's what I did. I went downtown, hung out, Pike's Place, because I hadn't been down there in a minute. So it was nice to be able to go down and hang out. I was just talking to this gentleman. He was making those little ornaments out of clay. That's what we were talking about. So then, yeah, I was able to hang out at a Pike's Place Market for a little while and then picked up what I needed to pick up. And then later on, after staying downtown for a little while, went down to the ship. Back to the ship. And I'm telling you, it was such a beautiful day when we pulled in, sunny, and it was just a little cool. But if I tell you it was a beautiful day, it was so beautiful. If you have not been to Seattle in a while, you have to come back and visit to see the newly remodeled waterfront. And I went down there and sat in those nice Air Deck chairs that they have, oversized. The sun was hitting just right, and there was this coolness in the air. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. There was a lady just sitting out, she was just sitting out, sprawled out, taking a nap, relaxing, praying. She had her Bible out there, and everyone was just relaxing and taking it all in and just enjoying the weather, enjoying the water, enjoying the cool breeze, and sitting under the sun and getting vitamin D. And there you see the beautiful Seattle skyline. I happen to think that Seattle has one of the most beautiful skylines among any city you ever want to see. And so I just spent my time, a little bit of time, just enjoying that, soaking up the sun, looking at the skyline and enjoying the sun and the nice cool breeze. And there, I'm just pointing up to Pike's Place so I can see the top level of Pike's Place from there. And this is an extension off of Pike's Place. You just come down, and so they have live music is going to be going on down there. There's lots of food vendors down there, places to sit. So this is going to be really nice when you come back to see the waterfront. It's just sprawled out, and it's totally accessible. Here I climbed up these steps, but it is totally accessible now. And so, guys, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch my video. I had a wonderful time celebrating my 60th birthday on this 15-day cruise. Thanks again for watching.